Hello, you beautiful people, and well, come back to Let's Play The Witcher. We start with a little tinsy fight here against them frog people. I wasn't sure to attack them. But since they started the fight, so I'm gonna focus on you since you heal.
Help me! Help! I don't want to. I don't want to.
They seem to be quite hard to kill, right? Yeah, too bad.
I'm low. What?
Because,
You.
but
Which?
who are you? Who?
I'm
Celine.
love. Witcher, can you hear me? You who are neither man nor ghost.
Who are you?
A so
Who?
I'm a
Selena.
love.
Okay, good. I thought we might have another conversation I with her. No. Guys, so I did something very uncool. I did not save, so I needed everything to do when we left the inn, I think, in the last episode. I needed to do again. Anyways, I learned. We don't need to do it well, I just saved, right? I still am uncertain if I should engage them frog people. I would like to have another try on them, actually, if I'm utterly bloody honest, if they're still here, if they're still around. And I would like to use the fire sign. There they are. Wait. Shield. There we go. Okay, that definitely went better. One more combo, one more hit, and then that shall be good. Thank you. Good. So the frog thingies. Okay, there's a... Oh, hello. Okay, that's a trophy, which I should hand in at one point. Before I can take another trophy, right? Okay, I wasn't, and I just thought these were normal, so to say, normal frog guys, right? Anyhow, we wanted to go to the farm. I just wanted to see if we can already accept some quests and maybe there's something. It's a farm, right? Fruits and nuts. Let's just see. Did I save? I am not certain. I don't think so. Just, I'd rather be safe than sorry now, since I already screwed up one time. Too bad. It's a destroyed farm. But we would have a campfire here. Now, then let's actually head on to the Druid grave, the Druid Grove, and see. I'm certain about one thing. I'm relatively certain, let's put it that way, that we are gonna find us someone to talk to there. I think it's gonna be friendly. I don't think it's gonna be hostile. And I do hope for another quest or something, and then yes, we will one by one hopefully go through most of them quests. Or we don't find us anything here. Who would have guessed? Okay. Great. What was this bubbly sound? Then that was a waste of time, and there you see how off I actually was in thinking there might have been something. Now, the Hermit's hut. Let's locked. Good.
How can I help?
Anything a witcher can do for you?
I do have a problem.
How can I help?
There's a druid's ring nearby with an ancient statue of the goddess. The place is saturated with the power and attracts dangerous entities.
Not surprising.
The wild hunt began haunting the ring recently. Its king hopes to lure the souls of the warriors laid in the kurgans by my hut.
I have dealt with the hunt. What would you like me to do?
Kill 9 phantoms, a hallowed number of the druids. Perhaps the appearance of a witcher will drive off the king of the hunt. As your reward, you may have a book on vampires, ownership of a hut, or a wreath of immortelles.
I can do that.
Remember this. The king of the hunt is a powerful opponent, and no mortal, not even you, can hope to defeat him.
So how do I fight him?
Find mandrake root by the kurgans near my hut. The magic herb will keep the king of the hunt at bay. Merely light the candle that stands within the ring and sprinkle mandrake upon the flame.
Yeah, that sounds helpful.
Alright, another quest then. Hunting the wild hunt. Yeah, okay.
How can I...
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Who lies beneath the kurgans I saw before your hermitage?
Knights who died serving the lady over the ages. Gavander defended her honor against the Black Skull Knight. Elavera perished at the foot of her altar, fighting a water beast. Boar's tomb is symbolic, for the knight was lost on a holy mission. The last is for Renard, an ordinary innkeeper, who stopped customers from pissing in the lake.
Who lies beneath the 5th mound?
The last stands empty, awaiting a new champion.
Who is the Lady of the Lake?
I know her to be a goddess. At times I see her dressed in white, traversing the fields through morning fog, her bare feet stepping lightly over the dewy grass.
Do you like her?
I love her. I believe the lady is not of this world. Mysteriously, she affects the entire area, safeguarding its people and granting them abundance. Yet her influence is subtle, and she never imposes her power.
Intriguing.
How can I help?
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
I heard you're an expert on the legend of the Holy Grail.
You seek the Holy Grail?
I might. Let's talk first.
Know that the legend of the Holy Grail has been studied for centuries. It's been interpreted in myriad ways.
You must know an abridged version. Say, 3 theories?
There are hundreds. But all right, 3. The classic theory, of which I myself am a proponent. The conspiracy theory. And finally, one of the most mysterious. The philosophical or mystical. Which one first?
Tell me the classic theory.
Good choice. The Grail is a cup, a powerful magical object, whose meaning cannot be fathomed by even the most powerful sorcerers. This chalice possesses the power to heal all diseases, poisonings, and wounds, and pain will turn into power. One theory also states that in the hands of a rightful ruler, it can heal entire lands and protect their inhabitants from danger, creatures of the dark, natural disasters, and so forth.
Sounds like Dandelion's ballads, only without a love story.
All who drink from this miraculous cup are healed, fortified, and enlightened to understand the truth.
Let's move on to the conspiracy theory. That one sounds interesting.
This was popularized by Bronze Dan and begins with a convoluted theory about the derivation of the word Grail. A few tortuous pages in, we learn the Holy Grail is actually Sangreal, which in the Elder tongue denotes royal hallowed blood. Bronze Dan concludes that the Grail is actually the descendants of the prophet Lebioda.
Enough of this conspiracy talk. Tell me the classic theory.
Good choice. The Grail is a cup, a powerful magical object, whose meaning cannot be fathomed by even the most powerful sorcerers. This chalice possesses the power to heal all diseases, poisonings, and wounds, and pain will turn into power. One theory also states that in the hands of a rightful ruler, it can heal entire lands and protect their inhabitants from danger, creatures of the dark, natural disasters, and so forth.
Sounds like Dandelion's ballads, only without a love story.
All who drink from this miraculous cup are healed, fortified, and enlightened to understand the truth.
Let's move on to the conspiracy theory.
This was popularized by Bronze Dan.
Go on.
The theory.
Enough
Okay.
genealogy and genetics. I sense that's a false trail.
Which theory should I present next?
Okay.
Thank you.
Theory or head, right? I'm confused. Anyways.
How can I...
Can I ask,
What is it?
what do you know about the Wild Hunt?
'Tis a group of crazed spectres who traverse the heavens searching for souls like themselves. They are susceptible to magic, especially of the ritual kind.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
What can the Wreath of Immortelles do?
You might find it useful.
Okay.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why does the Lady of the Lake seem skeptical about the search for the Holy Grail?
Many fine knights set out seeking the Grail, abandoning their roles as guardians of peace and justice under the guidance of the Fisher King and the Lady of the Lake. Now the Fisher King is mute and the knight's gone. I think the lady must be very lonely.
But she's a goddess.
You know not how lonely a goddess. Do you think goddesses cannot be lonely? The gods ultimately created us in their own image.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Okay.
I heard you're an expert on the legend of the Holy Grail.
You seek the Holy Grail?
I might. Let's talk first.
Know that the legend of the Holy...
You must...
There are...
The philosophical...
The most esoteric. The Grail is a concept, a general understanding of good. The search for the Grail is nothing beyond an ordinary quest for perfection.
Interesting.
The Grail has no specific form or shape. It differs for each individual. It can be an object, an idea, a discovery. it can also be a search for the truth about oneself. This theory claims the quest for the Grail to be the goal in itself. The result is of secondary importance.
What are you suggesting?
I serve the lady and am more insightful than you think. I know you return to the world of the living from death, presumably in search of something, but that is none of my concern. Just remember one thing.
What?
At the end of your journey, the Grail may prove to be entirely different from what you initially expected it to be.
Okay.
Thank you. Farewell.
Alright, guys, we then will go on here and we just do some quick check for fruits and or nuts. What is this book? Elder Blood again, which I just can bloody sell. Okay, this is something we, if I remember it, in the next session can then do in the next... Okay, that's locked. Next episode. He entered, right? Is this still locked? Yeah. Guys, that brings us then to the end of today's episode, and you know it, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a little tinsy thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see you in the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay frosty.